What's up? It's your boy Jose Zuniga, and for today I have a really fun video. So if you've been watching this channel for a while, you probably know I love watches. I have an immense collection of watches. I have a lot of them. But one thing that I've been noticing is that there are a lot of trends coming out right now for watches that are becoming more and more popular. Today I want to go over the top 6 watch trends you should look out for and definitely invest in if you want to have a stylish wrist. Let's hop into it. The first trend are chronographs. Now, I think the most aesthetic part of it obviously is the complications and just the busy dial itself. It makes the watch overall look more expensive, and more brands are coming out with their own iterations of it, from fashion watches to your high-end brands. If you want the OG, kind of like the must chronograph to have, the Speedmaster Professional from Omega. It's the one, it's kind of like that grail chronograph every watch enthusiast wants, but it's also like 4.5K, so it's not realistic or attainable for the average guy, which is why I love fashion watches. That's where they come in. Vincero, they have their own chronograph model, and I absolutely love how it looks. You get the busy dial, that complicated look that the dial gives you to make the watch look more expensive without having to spend a lot of money. And since they put a lot into their quality, the watches look amazing. Easily looks like a $500 to $600 timepiece, and you're only spending around $100. The second watch trend I've been seeing a lot is the all black trend. And not only are major established brands doing it like Panerai, Omega, Bell & Ross, but again, fashion watches are also hopping into the trend because, like I said, it's what's popular right now. For example, our sponsor Vincero just like a month or two ago dropped an all matte black chronograph model. Oh my gosh. It is so freaking sexy. If you haven't seen that new watch, I definitely suggest you check that link down below. Use your Christmas money, your New Year's bonus, whatever. Buy yourself that watch. It is beautiful. It used surgical grade stainless steel, top grain Italian leather, a reliable Citizen Miota movement, and scratch resistant sapphire crystal. This is what I mean that when Vincero puts in so much time, quality, and effort into their design that it makes it look like a $500 to $600 timepiece, when it's really not. That's what sets Vincero apart. Vincero watches are definitely unique. They bring that class and elegance from the high-end aesthetic to the more affordable fashion watch aesthetic, so guys like you and me can afford it and actually buy into that aesthetic. And for under $200, you're getting an aesthetic quality timepiece that's gonna last you a long time. And on top of that, as you guys know, we do have a special discount. So if you wanna check out any of their models, click the link below and use the code. That way you can start off the year right. Start off the year stylish with the brand new Vincero timepiece. But that rolls me on to the third trend that I've been seeing a lot, and that is the interest in purchasing vintage watches. Now, like I said, a lot of the nice watches, the high-end ones like the Rolexes, your Omegas, your APs, they're just unattainable for the average guy. The hardworking guy that, that lives paycheck to paycheck isn't gonna drop $10,000 on a watch. Where the best way for you to check out the quality in those timepieces, buying vintage. You can buy a vintage Rolex that's 30, 40 years old, save yourself thousands of what it originally cost or what a new one would cost, and you would still get that Rolex craftsmanship. That watch could probably still last you another 10, 20 years. The fourth watch trend that I've been seeing, Apple Watch. Now, I know, a watch guy hates the Apple Watch. I'm not saying this is gonna be your one and only watch, but it is a good watch to have into your collection. The functionality is great, and it's just extremely popular right now. From the last statistics that Apple released, they're the #1 selling watch company, surpassing Rolex. So it's hard to argue that it's not a trend and it's not popular. But I'm not here to tell you if you should or should not buy an Apple Watch. I'm here to tell you what the trends are, and an Apple Watch is definitely something that's popular and trending right now. Me personally, I have one. I love it. I think it's a great addition to my collection, and when you're going for more casual outfits like relaxed, it's a great timepiece to have to stay connected. The fifth watch trend that I'm sure you're gonna see coming, minimalism. Everything from fashion brands to high-end watch brands are doing it. They're going towards that aesthetic of removing the clutter and going for something more simple, less cluttered, less complicated. This is the one watch you can have and it be your only watch. A good high-end option, Nomos. It's pretty much known for that simple aesthetic, but it's also gonna cost you a couple grand. On the other hand, if you want something more affordable like fashion watches, of course Vincero has you covered. Vincero has a line of simple minimal watches as well to have you covered. And finally, the sixth watch trend that is obviously popular right now is just fashion watches in general from any brand. Now, of course, just like the Apple Watch, this is another trend watch guys absolutely hate. Watch guys hate fashion watches. And I definitely understand where they're coming from, but I personally love them. And don't get me wrong, like I said, I have the high-end stuff and I know the quality behind it, but at the price points that there are, they just can't compete with what fashion watches are doing, both aesthetically, the value, and then most importantly, the marketing. That is what's making them so popular and trending right now. They're targeting a younger demographic at the right price point and with the right quality that they're looking for, making it ultra popular and trending right now. And of course, you have the argument that you have your Timex, your Seikos, your Orients, but the reality is that these are so classic. And like I said, they're not doing the marketing. They're not bringing the design that a younger crowd wants. And at the end of the day, it's hard to compete with what fashion watches are doing. So like I was saying, I'm not telling you you should or should not invest in fashion watches, but it definitely is something that's trending and popular right now. And that's basically it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Those are 6 watch trends that are popular right now. You should definitely check out. If you guys liked this video and found it informative, don't forget to drop us a like down below. Also, don't forget to check out our sponsor, Vincero. I'm going to have them linked down below as well. That's it for me today. See you next time.